Tonight, Orna and Ronan Nutra are here in Milwaukee, set to deliver their message. They will speak to the RNC right there at the podium on the stage tonight. Millions watching around the country will tune in for that speech. First of all, thank you. I am so sorry for what you've had to live through over the last 9 months. I was in Israel right after the terror attack. I've spoken to so many families. It is a horrific crime. My first question to you is how do you get up every morning and hope that your son's going to come back?
It's tough, but we have to get up every morning and pray that he is alive and ask ourselves, what are we doing today? You know, to bring him home, to advocate on his behalf, to speak up for him because he has no voice.
What would you want to say to this crowd tonight?
Well, basically, we want to raise awareness to the situation. Not enough Americans know that 45 Americans were murdered on October 7. 1,400 total were murdered that day and ever since. And 12 Americans were taken hostage, and 4 of them came back. 8 are still being held for such a long time, almost 300 days, in terrible conditions, without seeing the Red Cross, without getting proper food, medical attention. People need to know about it, and our job as parents is to make sure that people are aware of it and fight to his release.
Orna, what gives you hope or faith that former President Trump will be committed to getting your son back?
This is not a partisan issue, and we need everyone on our side. We know that former President Trump cares about the hostage issue as, you know, the current president, and we really need everyone to get into this and make sure that the deal is completed and they're brought home, because it's been over 9 months now.
Are you satisfied with what the Biden administration has done so far, or do you think they could be doing more?
Everyone should be doing more. Everyone should be doing more. They're not home yet. The Biden administration has been attentive to us. We've been meeting with them regularly, but they're not home. And it's almost 10 months, you know, and they need to be brought home. So we need everyone on board.
Talk to me about the decision to come here, right? Because some people may look at this and confused, thinking you're into Republican politics, but this is all about your son. How did you make that decision to come here? Because it is a bold step.
We were invited, and we are speaking everywhere we're invited, to make sure that this issue stays on top of people's minds. And we are very non-partisan. We're trying to call for everybody to work together, like Orna said. And our job is to make sure that it's still in the headline. We're competing with the news, but it's about human beings, about our son and 119 other people, among their 8 Americans. And American people should care. The attack on Israel was not just an attack on Israel. It was also an attack on America and attack on our values. And we need to make sure that people are aware to that. Our politicians are doing everything they can to close the deal that is on the table, that Netanyahu agreed to, Hamas is close to agreeing to, put the pressure on all the partners involved, and bring those hostages one by one back.
Before we go, talk to me about the stickers you guys are wearing today and you'll wear up on the stage.
Yeah, so this is the American 8 hostages that are still being held by Hamas. 5 of them are considered to be alive, amongst them our son Omer, and 3 additional Americans that were murdered by Hamas on October 7th and were taken, their bodies taken as bargaining chips. And they're still there too, and they need to be brought home. The ones who are alive need to be brought home, and the deceased should be receiving a respectful burial.
And the 285?
The 285 is 285 days today since the war broke. So we count it every single day. For us, it's one long day. Since we last spoke to our son, 286 days. Can you imagine that?
I cannot imagine that. I cannot imagine that. We thank you for coming here and sharing your story. We look forward to your speech. We will be thinking about you and praying for your family that your son comes home safely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.